potentially going to see here the longest federal shutdown in history. We're not there quite yet, but we might be careening towards it. Congressman Peters, I want to ask you first, the conversation for Democrats in the House, what are you hearing? Is there an off-ramp here that you can see?
Well, it's a very frustrating time, and it's different from any other. This is my third big shutdown. I've been through 44 continuing resolutions. Maybe that's not something to be proud of. All of them were bipartisan, and it's different now because there's no conversations going on. President Trump, if I were the president, I'm not the president, but he needs 7 Democratic votes in the Senate. I'd have reached out well before September 30th and started to say, what do I need to get those 7 votes? Because as an elected official, you can never assume a vote. That didn't happen until the day before. There wasn't even a meeting. I don't even think President Trump met Hakeem Jeffries until the day before the deadline. And there was no substantive discussion going on. And now we're into this shutdown where nothing's happening. And the Speaker of the House has actually sent us all home. He won't let us come to work, even though we're all being paid. And our staffs are all working. By the way, they're working with no pay. I just think that's ridiculous. In the previous shutdowns, we weren't allowed to go home. We had to stay there. They would schedule votes every day, so you had to be there. They would not let you fly home on your government expense. And so we were talking constantly about how to resolve this. And that's what we should be doing now. I don't think the president should be in Asia now. I think the president should be in Washington, D.C. When under the shutdown under President Obama, Citizen Trump said a shutdown was a sign of a weak president. And I think we have a president that's disengaged at a time we need to have discussions. The 7 weeks we were supposed to get with this short-term continuing resolution was time we were going to use to negotiate the budget. Why aren't we negotiating the budget now? There's just no reason for it.
So, Senator,
and these talks aren't happening, and I think that they need to.
Senator Curtis, I want to ask you to respond to 2 things that your friend here just said. First, what is your message to President Trump? Should he get more engaged here?
Yeah, so yes and no. So the president doesn't have a vote, right? Like, we talk all the time about Congress taking back more from the executive branch, and then here we are leaning on the executive branch to solve our problems. So there's a big part of me that wants to say we can do this ourselves, right? Like, this is,
and yet so much of what Congress has done has been directed by the president.
Yeah, so this is our chance, right? Okay. Like, let's step up. Representative Peters is exactly right. We don't get out of this unless there's approximately 7 Democrats that are persuaded to vote for us. Why? And I agree with them. Like, listen, I love Mike Johnson. He is to me rock solid, but we need to get Congress back, right?
Yeah. What is your message? I mean, what we talked about some of the differences between past shutdowns. One glaring difference is the House isn't here.
So this is I think Scott will agree. This is the strangest shutdown like ever, right? Like, it's opposite day in so many ways. And he's right. I mean, I remember sitting in my office day after day after day. That brings motivation, right, to solve this. We get paid. That is so wrong. Most of us, by the way, tell the clerk to withhold our pay. But if we don't, we get paid while our staffs don't, while the TSA doesn't, while the military, like, it's just really wrong. So if it were up to me, we would be here, we would be pounding it out, we would find that consensus, we would open up the government and do exactly what the American people expect us to do.
So what's your message to Speaker Mike Johnson?
So listen, look, Speaker Johnson, I love you, I love what you've done, but it's time to come back to work.